Hi, this is Will with Spiritual Clarity. Today's video is about business takes time. I get so pissed off about this one. I used to be pissed off at myself that it was taking me so long to get any momentum or any freedom in my business results. And now I'm pissed that I believed the lie for so long that it should happen overnight or that it should happen in 6 months or a year. I'm really pissed off because there are so many teachers and thought leaders that are really selling that either overtly, that they literally say, if you're taking longer than 6 months to get to six figures and you're doing it wrong. now I just laugh at that one. But mostly we as an industry are doing this subconsciously or covertly. We don't even realize that we're doing it. I'm certain, I know I've been guilty of this at least a few times, and I'm trying to be very aware of it. So results certainly can happen overnight. I've had clients who within one session, they go out and they sign 2 or 3 new clients. But that doesn't mean that that's right. And that if it doesn't happen, then that's wrong. And I think that's where we get a little off track. So building a business takes time. It takes time to build a house takes time. To build a good foundation for your house, I'm sure you can slap up a mobile home really quick. But how long does that mobile home last? And how good does it feel to live in that home? And is it in balance with the nature and the setting and the landscape around you? Or did you just plunk down a house in the middle of nowhere without much thought to the longevity, and does it really work for your life and for the land? But to actually construct a home that works with the ebb and flow of the landscape around and the energy, and do you want to have a garden, and how does it work in the community around you, or whatever the country is, and the feeling and the tone, that takes time, my friends. You don't just sit down in an afternoon and plan the whole thing and then slap it up in a month and say you're done. It takes time. And it doesn't mean it has to take a long time, but it takes whatever time it wants to take. You cannot speed up the growth of a flower. You can do things to encourage that flower. You can add the right nutrients, the right compost, the right watering. You can certainly give it the best chance, but the flower is going to take as long as the flower wants to take. It's in, so to speak, it's in God's hands. It's in God's time. So there are things we can do, but there are other pieces of it that we don't control. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that it took me 3 or 4 years to get to this stage of my business, and that it'll take another 3 to 4 years to get to the next stage. It doesn't mean that I have to drag my heels or that there's a reason why I used to be broke, but it does take some time. So I just want to make this video for if you've been down in the dumps or in the trenches of, why is it taking me so long? It might be a good thing. Maybe there's some ego that I know that was my big thing. You've got some ego that you've been holding on to. Maybe it's the need to help others. It's one that I talk about in my video on the healers helpers paradox, that the very need to help is what holds so many of us back. Or maybe it's that you think you're right. Or maybe it's that you think that your way is the right way or the best way. Or maybe whatever it is, there could be some ego that's there for you to release. Or maybe your business model's really not that clear. Maybe you don't actually know who you serve or what problem you solve. Maybe you don't really know what your offers are. There could be a reason. So that's a good thing. So if the flower's not growing, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It just means maybe you had the wrong compost, or maybe you watered it too much or not enough. There's just something more to do or learn or allow. So business takes time. Anyone that tells you can slap it up overnight, I would encourage you to run in the other direction. Now, pieces of it, sure, you can sort that out quickly, but I think you get my drift. So if you are also tired of that lie, that mistruth, that half-truth, I'd encourage you to come and join, or at least check out the monthly mentorship group that I created. It's not intended to be an overnight thing. It's a mentorship. It's guidance over a year or 2 years where you can work with me as an expert belief clearing expert. Get a little tongue-tied on that still. And I can help you month by month, week by week, identify the beliefs, clear the beliefs, get some specific homework for the stage of business that you're at, not pretending like we're all at the same stage. That's another thing that annoys me, is pretending that someone in year 5 is the same as someone on week 1. It's completely different. You need different homework. So if you'd like info on that, please check out the link below or go to myspiritualclarity.com/monthly mentorship, and I would love to see you there. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.